Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 18, The Reunion Part 1. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you're one of my peoples, well, welcome back. Now, when I tell you this was an exhausting episode to get through, it was so many. Oh my goodness, I know you lying moments. I was like, wow, and it was a whole bunch of moments. I was like, side eyeing people like a very deep, hard side eye. But let's go ahead and get into it. Since we're still in the middle, this panorama, the host Kevin Frazier, he's gonna be on a different location. I was like, okay, I understand. I was like, but y'all could have been on like a stage or something and been 6 feet apart, but this is where we're doing. Rachel and Jose say they got everything they wanted in a partner, in a partner. And we see that infamous video of Jose cussing out Rachel and locking her out of the house. Now let Jose tell it. It was late and he assumed that Rachel wasn't staying at the apartment since, he had cussed her out and everything. So it's like 12:30 something. He's ready to go to bed. So he goes ahead and locks the door, puts the deadbolt on, and goes to get into bed. But it was an accident. This is what he does every night, and he assumed that she was gonna go elsewhere. I was like, did she take a purse with her? Did she grab her keys? Did she have like shoes on, or did she have like slippers or house shoes on? These things you probably wasn't paying attention to. Rachel still believes that it was intentional, and I was like, "Girl, I'm gonna need you to keep on believing that." Because the next morning, when he was cooking, he was looking like he was reminiscing about locking you out and cussing you out, and he had that Cheshire cat grin on his face, like, "Yes, I did it, and I wanted to show you that you ain't gonna be out here mistakenly calling somebody's name that we just met and we've only known together the same amount of time. You're not gonna be doing this to me." But yeah, but he says he's sorry for what he did. I was like, okay. But they broke up. Things got different when the camera was gone, but they're working on things now. And the minute I was thinking, okay, what time frame and what month did y'all break up? Because y'all know Rachel likes to be out here doing her during the summer times. And that is exactly what they admitted. Summer Rachel, did not help their situation. She wanted to be free. She wanted to be traveling. She wanted to do what she wanted to do, whether she had a husband or not. It seems like she had said that she be like getting up out of relationships when the summertime comes because I guess she's like, I don't want to be cheating on you, but I want to be out here doing what I want to do during the summertime, and I don't want to have to explain myself to anybody. But we do find out that when Jose does go on trips, he goes all the way out. Now, he said several times on the show that we can go to San Antonio. We can take a road trip through Texas. He made it seem like he wasn't about spending no type of money. Like, we already got a car, it's paid off. All we gotta do is get gas and, get some snacks on the road. We can go look at the world's largest thimble, largest yard of spool of yarn, things like that. But we find out that Jose, he like the finer things when he go on vacation. So he may not go often, but when he does go, he's spending up to thousands of dollars on a room. He wanted to be first class all day. It's just that he gonna do that once a year. Whereas Rachel, she wants to travel several times and take the cheaper route. But they said they working on things. I was wondering how, Summer Rachel was gonna play into their plans because they seemed like they was so in love. Wasn't nothing gonna break them up, even though Jose was really controlling and he had cussed her out, he had locked her out. But it seemed like you can only take so much. Brett and Ryan said there's no bad blood between them, and they've talked a few times since the decision day. Brett was more on a just tell me what you feel and how you feel and not prolong things because you're trying to spare my feelings because that's just gonna make things worse. And Ryan says if he could do things over, he would be more open with Brett. Now, They brought out the sister. This is when I was like, oh, really? Ryan's sister says that while she thought that Ryan was being, distracted by someone else, it looked like that was more so with Brett. She was over here being distracted by somebody else. Like we over here looking at Ryan because this is what he is showing us, and this is what he's telling us to anybody who was just to listen, except Brett. The feelings aren't there. She's not his type. He don't know what to do. We over here looking at this. While Brett over here looked like she was up here seeing somebody else. She said that she was not, and that she didn't pursue anything until after they were done. But she did admit that she had met someone and exchanged numbers before decision day. So I'm like, so you was over here all up in arms because Ryan was on a dating app before decision day, but you had met somebody and exchanged numbers before this even took place. You sounded like a hypocrite. But then a little part of me is like, she's not getting. I'm gonna need to know when she met this some person and they exchanged numbers, because if it's a week back from honeymoon and I'm looking into somebody else, when was this? Was this after doggone weeks and weeks and Ryan is just not being communicative to you? Is this after, like, you in your mind that you say that this isn't gonna work between you and Ryan because Ryan basically does not want to be here? I need to know, because I could understand. I'm not condoning it, but I could understand, like, this man don't even want to be with me. Yes, we are married, but like, we married for a show and, be truth be told, a check. So I know this is not gonna last. This man is showing me all the signs he don't want to be with me. And maybe she did it like that. I don't know, but I need to know the timeline. Wait a minute. Okay, I didn't went back. I didn't went too far. Now this is part of the episode where I was like, you could have knocked me over with a feather. I felt all the way. I don't think bamboozled is the word, because I think bamboozled is the word that I'm looking for. We got Mirla and Gil. Gil, he got his beard and growed out. He got a little salt and pepper going in there. And I was like, now I know I was watching Miss Kev on stage. The Bald and the Beautiful. They do a review on Married at First Sight. And Marcus Tanksley said that firefighters don't have mustaches or beard because they need to, that their mask needs to be able to fit, secure on their face when they're running in and out of fire. So I'm like, is Gil still a firefighter? Because he got beard on, which the beard looks nice on him. The little sprinkle of salt and pepper looked nice on him. He had on him some red bottoms. I was like, well, all right then, Gil, look at you. Gil admits that when he was poking fun at Maryland, that's his way of saying that I like you. Now, this is when we took a turn. Like, since decision day, they haven't been together. 2 weeks after decision day, she said she didn't want to be with him no more. She felt that she was some things that she didn't was non-negotiable. She just let that slide. Like the finances of the things. Like, she wanted the man to have X amount of money and Gil's not making that. But he's like, I have a really good pension. And on top of that, he makes $100 more each. They get paid bi-weekly. He makes $100 more than her. So what is it? You want your man to what, make seven figures? Is this what you want? She says it's not just the money. The initial attraction and chemistry wasn't there. She realized that she wasn't happy. But this is the thing. He sold everything because they was moving into this place. I'm sure it was a place that Mirla picked out that had a doorman, somebody to, take out your garbage for you, pick up your laundry, all the amenities that she wanted. He sold everything. Only thing that he had, he sold just about everything. Only thing he had left was his blender, his clothes, and his dog. And she waited to 2 weeks after the decision day to be like, I don't want to be with you no more. And she said she never loved Gil. And I was like, so you sat there and played in our face for these last few weeks. Because this is not what you said. You said you chose to love your husband. He said he still loves her. And if she wanted to be with him, his heart would say yes, but his mind was like, don't do it. Gil looked defeated on this episode. And I felt so bad because Mirla really put the wool over our eyes. She went from us thinking these two they not gonna make it. She complaining too much. She don't want to hang out. She just don't want to do nothing. To I was thinking that their relationship was gonna work because they was taking things slow and dating and getting to know each other. And this is what Mirla portrayed, that they were taking things slow because this is how she is. She didn't want to rush into anything like some of the other couples did, and they end up not being able to stand each other. She, I choose to love my husband. She done kissed him. She was intimate with this man. All these things that said I want to be with you on decision day. Said I want to be with you, but waited till after this man then sold off almost all his property. I don't want to be with you. I never loved you. You don't make enough money for me. It was like she was taking a knife and just jabbing him. I don't love you. You don't make enough money. I've been not compromising with myself. It was like, wow. Yeah, maybe the chemistry wasn't there at first, but why would you say yes on decision day? I would have rather her been like, you know what? I'm not going to compromise on what I want and I want a divorce. I would rather her have done that instead of playing in that man's face and our face like she really loved him and that she wanted to make a future with him. And they sat down and was like, okay, we gonna save up for a few years so we can get a car. Not a car, so we can buy a house and we can start a family. These are the things that she said to Gil, making it seem like she wanted this to work. But last night she sat there on that television and said she never loved him. He don't make enough money. The chemistry wasn't there. The attraction wasn't there. And his thing was like, if you're not attracted to me, you're not attracted to me. What hurts the most is you sat there and played in my face like you really loved me. When all this time you saying you didn't love me. You decided you wanted to stay married to me after decision day. But then a light bulb went off in your head and you couldn't do that no more. You was not happy. When did you stop being happy? Was this before decision day? Because if you wasn't happy before decision day, why did you go agree to stay married? Now I'm wondering, like, how much his name is most likely on the lease. So that means he's going to be responsible for paying a rent at a place that he's no longer at. A place most likely he wouldn't have picked firsthand, but he did so to appease you. Yeah, I was so done with this. At this point I was like, maybe they're gonna have Zach and Michaela for the next segment. I don't know. I was just like, I was so through. The men meet up. Jose and Johnny have a bromance. Okay, cool, sure, whatever. I don't even care what the man was going through. Let's get on to Michaela and Zach. Michaela didn't even want to share a stage with Zach, but she did learn that she needs to manage her impulsive decision behavior, and she felt stressed out about making mistakes because Zach was always waiting for the other shoe to drop, and that became stressful in their relationship. And she realized that she shouldn't have acted the way she did in most situations. She realizes that now. But she also feels like he's been messing with her emotions. Like, she gave him the green light to leave before decision day. Like, if you don't want to be here, dude, you don't have to be here. But he chose to stay. And that's when it was like, good morning, Michaela. Are we going to get a divorce today? Good morning, Michaela. What's going to go wrong today? It was like that constant to where Hurricane K came out. I tell you to leave, you say you don't want to leave, but then you're like taking that jabs at me every day. And I could see Zach doing that. I could see that it looks like, now I'm not condoning what Michaela has done on these episodes. She was doggone it. She was wrong in several different ways. I'm not saying that, but Zach seemed like he knows that about Michaela, and he does things off camera and then does something different on camera, which making her seem like she's going crazy in the whole situation. He said that you're more of a co-worker than my wife. Then 1 month after their 1 month anniversary, they got a hotel room together and got intimate. And afterwards, he said he wanted to keep that between the two of them. Don't tell anybody. And after decision day, she spent 7 days at his house, cooking, cleaning, and having sex with him. I can absolutely believe that, because with Zach is they fuss, fight, and argue, and then he'll be like, "So you want to come over? You want to go get something to eat?" And she falls right back into that trap. Yeah. Zach, he says he's seen the red flags when she, smashed that Clorox wipes box out of a container. And he started to think, if she's acting like this now, what's it going to be like when we have kids? And Hurricane K is why they aren't together. And that this is the worst relationship he had. But he was saying things like he wanted to work on a relationship, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be together. Again, sending mixed signals to Michaela to where she's like, what? Like when you said, okay, we gonna get a divorce, but then we gonna date each other. But you feel like she's not gonna change, so what is the point of getting divorced and then starting dating each other if she's still gonna be the same person? Michaela is mad at Zach is denying them being intimate. She's like, he said he was gonna deny it, this, that, and the third. And I believe they was intimate. And I believe she did stay 7 days at their house. When she does, like, I can't take this no more. So she storms on the stage and sit there and like, tell me to my face that I was lying. He got all up in arms and decided to leave. They can't even be on the same stage together. And she's like, he played with my feelings. He played me the whole entire time. So yeah, we didn't get Johnny and Val. What's going on with them? We're gonna have to wait till next week, y'all. I want to do next season. I think they're gonna be in Boston, but I don't know. These two are episodes be kicking my tail. And this episode, it was. I don't even know why I was angry, because I don't know Gil, I don't know Mirla, but it was just the fact that she played in our face. But this is reality TV. This is how some people get down. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.